Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It is that time of the year, the end game, where EA seem to start trying things that are maybe more of a test for the next FC game than anything else. And while there may not be that much hype right now for FC 27 coming out, especially after the terrible start and then middle of FC 26, where the promises were made but then not delivered upon, I'm getting a little bit worried for FC 27 because of a trend that I see forming with content, and we're kind of inside of it right now. I want to talk about that today, but speaking of FC 27, we do have a few new pieces of information, albeit very trivial, about some of FC 27's leaks. And there is a big game today, guys. The World Cup games are back, the first of two semifinals, and there's 99 stats that are on the line for upgrades today and Showdown upgrades as well. We're going to talk about all that and how I'm making a few coins right now, plus what content to expect today on a Tuesday. Let's talk about it. If you guys are excited for it, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, we're going to cover yesterday's Monday content first, which did bring us a new Gauntlet. A Gauntlet objective, by the way, that wasn't released timely with content. It was about maybe 30 to 45 minutes late, and EA actually increased the number of attempts that we have in Gauntlet. Although they made a mistake with this tweet, they said 16 attempts per day. It's just 16 attempts in total. So an extra couple attempts they have added on to the Gauntlet. But the thing that's a little frustrating here with this Gauntlet is the group reward. This player does not feel like a player worth grinding for. 97 pace is cool, but 4-star in this stage of the game for a 95 rated card that doesn't really fit into any evos is not good. This is just kind of out of touch and way behind where we need to be with cards, especially for a nice group reward for the Festival of Football Gauntlet. Now, I am still going to be playing this mode. There are 210 footies tokens inside this. If you get everything done from the regular Gauntlet objective and the bonus objective, that's a nice chunk of tokens. Let's be completely honest. And there are some other good rewards in here as well. There's a 4th Playstyle Plus Evo that gives low driven shot plus, and there's some really good packs. That's kind of the main pull to these Gauntlet rewards are the big packs. You got a couple of 90 by 5s in here, got 88 by 8s, 87 by 10s, 86 by 10s. The group or the bonus reward gives you an 84 by 5, 7, 85, 7, 86, 10, and then more tokens. So, 210 tokens in total, plus the packs that you get. It's not terrible. The real pull for me for this is just playing with different squads and using my super deep club with all of the players that we have right now in this game, all the incredible squads that we can build. I still find Gauntlet to be a very fun mode to play. Are the rewards super worth it this week? I wouldn't say that they are, but is it still fun? Yes, so I will be doing it and getting it done. Will I maybe prioritize that over like rivals though? Maybe not. May push that later on into the week. You do look at those packs though and you say, well, with a better promo upcoming this Friday with Summer Stars, maybe this is an objective that you chip away at during the week and you save those 90 by 5s and those 88 by 8s for that next promo of Summer Stars. One more thing to mention about this. You do not have to get a perfect round or a double perfect round to complete this objective. There are 10 objectives and you just have to get 8 of them done. So you can win 3 matches out of the 4 twice in 2 separate entries to get this done. That is what you do have to do at a minimum. And then, of course, score in 12 games to get 8 of those 10 objectives done. So it's still a little bit competitive, but not super crazy. Now, let's take a look at the Evo content that we had yesterday. Of course, Evos are chefing right now. This is the Pulisic that I'm creating at the moment from his Player of the Month card that I have had all the way back to, I think, October when this was released. This has been a card that I've been evolving. And then my Patrick Vieira 86 rated Winter Wild Cards, or whatever his base rating was, is finally reaching endgame form with, guys, this insane Immovable Object Evo. The Immovable Object and Unstoppable Force Evos at level 1 and level 2 in the Season Pass. I'm using a lot of these repeats super fast because they're so good. This Vieira is going to get Quick Step Plus added to his card, and that is a really, really good center back where I've been playing him all year. Now, I digress. The Evo that we had yesterday doesn't really fit into a whole lot of chains that will make your cards look like that Pulisic or that Vieira, but it is at least giving a 4th Playstyle Plus. It's called Heart of the Squad. It's a 30,000 coin Evo that gives Technical Plus, Incisive Plus, and then Trickster Plus. That's a bit of an odd one for a Playstyle Plus, but it's at least giving a 4th Playstyle Plus to a lot of cards. So if you find the right card like this Dempsey gets incisive, that's not too bad. Do I really want to waste a +1 overall for basically no stat boost and just the playstyle boost for 30,000 coins? Not necessarily. Hyunmin Sun's Tots card fits this, does get a bit of a stat boost and the Tech Plus. That doesn't look too bad. So, you know what? It's a max 94 Evo, and it does give 4 playstyle pluses, so I would say it's not terrible because it gives that 4th plus boost, but I wouldn't say that it is super amazing, right? There's a theme with that feeling of content from yesterday. Let's continue on with SBCs, where we had tons of showdowns. EA dropped 4 Showdown SBCs, 2 for the game happening today between France and Spain, and 2 for the England-Argentina game that are happening tomorrow. All of these SBCs are the exact same price, a 90 and a 91 rated squad, making them all right around 70,000 coins. I just think they should have chosen better players. I mean, Rabiot and Borja Iglesias, I think they could have chosen, like I was saying earlier, Mikel Merino and Stroemeni. Those would have been more of exciting players to release. The playstyle pluses for these cards, you know, hit or miss, rapid, low-driven, and incisive. Not really what I would have guessed for Rabiot or really have wanted. I mean, Borja Iglesias looks pretty decent. Lo Celso maybe is the most meta card out of all of them, but the most fun out of all of them is definitely the Dan Burn, which, guys, I've already completed an Evo of because, you know what? Whether or not England win, I just want to use this card because he looks like fun. 6'7" center back Dan Burn. I gave him the Glory Hunters card design for 100,000 coins so I could boost him up to 4 playstyle pluses. Gave him the level 1 immovable object evolution that takes him to 95 pace, 96 defense, and physical. And then I gave him Intercept Plus and then Bruiser Base. He does not have Quick Step, so that's a bit of a bummer, but this is just a fun card. You can actually give him the striker position as well at first here if you want to put him into the no stutter Evo. So you could have a striker, Dan Burn, and then maybe even boost him up through other Evos as a striker position card later on. But that's just a fun card. And if England do end up winning tomorrow against Argentina, I really won't get any upgrades on this. I'll get +2 shooting probably, and maybe +1 dribbling because he's already got +2s or above in all those different stat categories. So, you know, my 4th playstyle plus would get overwritten as well. I mean, let's hope they would give him either Bruiser Plus or Intercept Plus. Let's be completely honest. Quick Step Plus would be fine, but we'd rather have the Intercept or the Bruiser Plus if England were to win. So if you do Evo him or any live card, since the boost for a showdown is +2 overall and then a 4th playstyle plus, whatever 4th playstyle plus you put on that card will get overwritten, just so that you are aware and remember that one. So that's yesterday's SBC content in terms of the showdowns. We also had a new player SBC yesterday, which I instantly completed. It was Alex Freeman. Nice card. He went boom straight into the team. He's definitely not the most meta, and he's nice for me, of course, because of the USA nature of that card. He's mostly downvoted as 81,000 coins as his price. Intercept, Rapid, Bruiser, and Jockey. 94 pace, 95 physical. The defensive stats a bit low. He's only 94 rated, so he could fit Evos. So that was an okay one yesterday. And then other than that, we just had new player picks, which I actually do want to point out because the 83 plus pick that came out is a 1 of 5. And I was like, ooh, that sounds interesting, right? Then I ripped a set of 10 of these, and I'm going back to the 84 times 2s because I had a couple of walkouts right away, thought we might have a nice player pick on our hands here, and then they just did not turn out good after that. So I think the 84 by 2s is still the place to go with your gold rares after you put your gold commons in the crafting upgrade, and you get those gold rares and commons from doing the provisions upgrade and your regular daily upgrades. So after looking over everything that dropped yesterday, I really feel like we can categorize it by saying it was maybe decent or just not great in terms of content. And that just kind of fits how this Phenoms promo has been feeling since it came out. But is there a reason for that? First of all, yes, there probably is, because EA like to do this thing where content goes up, gets really good, kind of creates a peak in hype and enjoyment, and then after that kind of falls down into a valley. We've talked about this for years, right? Where the content has peaks and it has valleys. For some reason, EA believe that that is the best way to go about this game. Instead of having content just peaking all the time throughout the year, they've seen the metrics where it's better for when it peaks to then come down, and then people come back up onto the game when the content comes back up. But I think there's a reason to why this is feeling this way, right? Because these Phenom cards are not customizable. We just came off a 2-week promo period with these Glory Hunter cards where we were in 100% control of how each and every one of these cards looks. We're customizing playstyle pluses. We're customizing the base playstyles. We have the cool ability to go to 4 playstyle pluses on all these cards. And now things just kind of seem to have taken a turn south. But we're not done with customizable playstyle promos. The Footies promo, as we've already seen with the Leonard Carl, the Kanuzan, and the Junior Groupie here, they don't show playstyle pluses on these cards. These are going to be fully customizable as well once Footies does come out. There's going to have to be some sort of update, of course, to the playstyles lab, because right now Footies cards don't fit. They're not on that list of players that are able to be customized with their own playstyles. But what that means is the whole entire last month and a half, almost 2 months of this game, starting in 2 weeks from now when Footies actually comes out to when FC27 comes out in September, is going to be a full of customizable cards. That's all we're going to be doing for the last 2 months on this game. Like we said, it's kind of like a test. And that makes me wonder, when FC27 rolls around, how many of these customizable playstyle promos are we going to have? Again, we're going to go from the last month and a half of this game, every card being customizable, to the beginning of the game with gold cards, where I'm sure they won't be customizable at the very beginning of the game, because gold cards never have been that way, and that would be an absolute shock if we were able to customize them. But for promos after this, or when we start to get the first couple of promos of the year in FC27, are we just going to have memories of how good the end of FC26 was, customizing every single card, and want to have that in FC27? That's why I'm a little bit worried, because I foresee in FC27 a scenario where we're like, oh, this promo, we can't customize the playstyles on the card. L promo, dead promo, because that's kind of what we're feeling right now. After Glory Hunters, Phenoms, L promo, can't customize cards, content's not as good. After Foot Birthday, I forget what it was, but after Foot Birthday ended, what happened? All those Foot Birthday cards exploded on the market, because that's all everybody wanted to do, was go customize those cards here and not use the new cards that were coming out that we couldn't customize. So that is kind of my worry right now. And that's kind of the just trajectory of content in this game in general, if you take a step back and you think about it. Because you think about back to FIFA 19, right? FIFA 20, where we had 100K packs and 125K ultimate packs as the biggest packs in the store. There was nothing bigger than that. And it was those that would get released on lightning rounds that would crash the market. Now, what crashes the market is when EA drop a 600,000 coin tradable promo pack that guarantees you the promo cards that are in this current team tradable. Like, what the way content goes is EA gives us a little bit of it, and then we're like, ooh, this is good, we like it, and then EA just kind of gradually increase that over time. We go from Evos being just small boost to Evos being incredible boost, and now we have Evo Undo, and so much customizability with these cards. We go from SBCs becoming repeatable for the first time once, and then we have unlimited repeatable grinds, and now we have extensions on the web app that are grinding SBCs for us, because there's so many of them that are out, and we want to do as many of them as we possibly can with unlimited pack grinds and all this stuff. All I'm saying is, with these customizable cards, we like them, we want more of them, but is it going to create a scenario in FC27 where if we don't have that soon into the game, or if we don't have that enough, because we remember how good it was in FC26, what we're experiencing right now with Glory Hunters and what we will experience with Footies, is that going to create a lot of frustration and a lot of divide in the community, and just overall like, well, this promo sucks automatically because it doesn't have customizable playstyles? So that's one thing that I'm just thinking about right now, looking into the future, especially as we start to get more news about FC27. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below related to that, because some people absolutely love the customizable playstyle promos. Others of them don't. I love them. I think they're really awesome. And it's not just because you can make every single player meta. It's more so about you can customize the player how you want them to be. I haven't customized every single Glory Hunters card that I have to be meta. The Lukaku card, I put Precision Header Plus on him, and he's an absolute blast with Precision Header Plus. Sure, I still have Finesse, Low Driven, and the Rapid, but, we got the Enforcer on there. We got the Power Shot. We got the, I guess, Game Changer's pretty meta as well. But you can just customize the cards, and that is one of the more fun things about it. So I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on that. Also, FC27 hype at the moment definitely seems to be low. A couple leaks that we do have into FC27 is backgrounds. Like, some of this, yeah, I get it. We're curious about the new game, how it looks, what are going to be the new changes inside of it, how is EA going to market this game to us this year after the disaster class that FC26 was in terms of the marketing, the promises left unfulfilled. But I also just got to scratch my head and shake my head here at a leak tweet that is showing us FC27 backgrounds. What do you think of this look? it's blue and green and a little bit of purple. I don't think I can care that much right now because this is nothing that is like final. This is nothing that is confirmed. I mean, FIFA Trading Romania is looking at this image and saying, oh, wait, this aligns with the recent leaked card designs that, if you guys know, we talked about it a couple of days ago. The Juventus official TikTok account leaked, allegedly, the FC27 card design. Sure, that might end up being the official card design and that might be the official backgrounds, but like, I'll just wait a couple days and wait until we know for sure that that is the actual thing. I guess I'm not that gassed about FC27 right now because we're still inside of the World Cup. And I guess we're not actually going to be seeing an FC27 trailer until after the World Cup, unless, again, these leakers are not getting their information correctly, which does happen at least the most, I feel like, during the release of a new game. That's when leaks are kind of questioned the most and sometimes the most inaccurate. So it was last year this time when we had the first FC27 trailer and the pre-orders started. We will have to wait and see if that happens this week. But according to the leakers, it is not happening right now. So yeah, just wanted to bring that up today because as I look at this promo and what we're about to experience with footies and then into the start of the year next year, don't get me wrong, I'm still very excited for the gold cards. The gold cards at the beginning of the game, I think that's peak FC time, especially with GTA this year. Of course, that's on a lot of people's minds, mine included. What is EA going to do to try to keep people interested in this game when the GTA scene is taking over gaming, which is going to happen, like hands down, that's not even a question. It's going to happen. But what is EA going to do during that time? I'm curious to see what they do or what they don't do. But just let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on some of that FC27 stuff, because that's just kind of where my mind is going after looking at this Phenoms promo, feeling kind of the, oh yeah, this is kind of mid right now type feeling for this promo. And then, of course, looking forward to what is next still. Now, let's bring it back into what is today because, guys, the World Cup is going on and we still have games to go and we still have upgrades on these cards. This is maybe the most exciting thing of the day today is, that's not even a maybe, it's a guarantee. Who's going to win between France and Spain? And not only who's going to get upgraded, but who's going to be heading to the final. What we're playing for today is a face stat going to 99. So that's for Digne and that's for Koundé for the French cards. And of course, that is for Ferran Torres, Laporte, and Rodri for the Spanish cards. Again, one face stat going to 99. Not an in-game stat, a face stat. One of the 6 face stats on the card will be going to 99 tomorrow after the game today. Same thing for the Argentina and England game. Now, also, of course, you have the Showdown upgrades that are on the line. As we mentioned, that would be a +2 overall and a 4th place stop plus for either Rabiot or Borja Iglesias. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. You guys know what I'm going to say. Sell it in the hype. Unfortunately, there was no price range updates yet for Koundé and for Digne. We were hoping to see that because Mondays are normally days when those price ranges get updated, but I would imagine these cards stay extinct or darn near close to it until the game starts. So if you wanted to continue to hold, if you had these cards, you could and hope for a price range upgrade. Now, also today on Tuesday, we're expecting another player SBC. You know what? We haven't seen the Saliba yet. He might be the last name on this list that we have not seen. There was still a leak as well for a Cole Palmer card. More token/objective SBC players that are incoming. Cole Palmer has not been leaked by anybody else, and I'm not sure if this card's going to be coming. It's been a minute since we had a Cole Palmer. Could be a candidate for like a footies card as well, either a 98 or a 99. But it definitely would expect to get another player SBC today. And then also, Tuesdays bring us that refresh of the 94 plus player pick. I mean, it was a 93 plus upgraded to a 94. The UEFA winners and TOTS player pick. It's 4 squads to get done. I prefer the 93 plus PTG star performer player pick over that one. This one is going to refresh today if you have not got that one done all 3 times, which I haven't. I got 2 more to go. And then also the 85 by 10 is going to refresh today as well for content. So, you know, I think the 88 by 3 as well is going to expire today. Is that true? Yeah, 88 by 3 is going to expire. So maybe the 86 by 8 returns or the 87 by 5 comes back. So we'll definitely have an emphasis on the SBC content today. We'll just have to see if EA do anything interesting with that or if it's kind of just following the premise of this promo, which is a little bit lackluster. Same thing with Evos, right? We may have another max 94 Evo today, or do they bring it back down to a max 93 and do like a chain sort of Evo situation? We will have to watch out for that and see. I'm not expecting a crazy day today, but I would be expecting maybe some news about the Summer Stars promo, because we still do not have very many leaks or any leaks at all about that. Just some random overview of like what it's going to be. It's basically a team of the tournament, and the leakers guys even seem to be not that super hyped for the end game on FC26 right now, because all these promos are being leaked later than normal, because it used to be like on Mondays we'd have half the team leaked, and then Tuesdays we'd get some official stats and the next half of the team. Right now we got nothing. So I would imagine that we can start to get some leaks for Summer Stars, as that would be the last World Cup promo and potentially the best one, as we've been talking about. But again, they are not customizable cards. So let me know in the comments what you guys feel about the customizable cards. I know I've said like, let me know in the comments like 5 times for this video. I'm just really curious to hear your guys' sentiment right now about the end game on SC26. I understand. I know this promo has not been that good. It's been a stinker. Let's call a spade a spade. It's been a stinker of a Phenoms promo, unless you really love the youngsters. There has been some bright spots, but it's not been that great. We like the Glory Hunters promo better. I think Summer Stars is going to have potential, but we will have to wait and see how it actually cooks. And then, of course, Footies is going to be a blast. Like I tweeted out yesterday, I can't wait to be packing cards and having packs that look like this. The tweet kind of blew up. I was a little surprised on that one, but like, that there's just something different about the end game when it looks like this. So I'm super ready for that. We're still a little bit of ways, but I'm super ready for those Footies cards to be in packs, and that should be a very, very fun time. But we're still a little ways away from that. So that's going to be the video for me today, guys. Have fun enjoying the game today. We will be watching, not a watch along, but we will be watching for the new content that comes out today on FC26 here on stream on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure you tap in, check us out there, and then we'll probably pop off and watch that World Cup game. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below, left any question, of course, subscribe if you know. See you guys in the stream today. Peace out.